Hey guys, so I want to talk to you guys tonight about trust and obedience. I'm gonna tell you guys a story, all right? I was working a job, I loved my job, I was making some pretty good money at my job, and the Lord told me to quit my job, and for reasons I did not understand. So I was I was devastated. Let me tell you. Let me look here. I was devastated because I was like, dang, Lord, I ain't trying to walk away from this money. What you saying? Like, this is my blessing. And you said that you were going to bless me. And that's what this paycheck is. So, but the Lord started talking to me. And he was like, Candace, I need you to trust me. And he was like, the reason why it's so hard for you to obey me is because you don't trust me. Dang. That hurt my feelings a little bit, low key, because I was like, dang, I've been a Christian for a long time. How can you say that I don't trust you? But it was true. I didn't trust him. But then he said something else that, like, he was like, that's okay. I know that you don't trust me, but the reason why you don't trust me is because you don't know me. You don't know me in that area. And so it's natural for there to be a lack of trust when you are strangers in a particular area. Like I wasn't familiar with him creating manna in a place where I didn't have food. I wasn't familiar with him creating resources for me when I was tapped out. Now, I had heard stories of that from my parents where he had done it for them, but I had never experienced it for me. And so because I did not know him in that way, I was very afraid to do that. But he told me this. He said, Candace, if you jump, I'll catch you. And I promise you he did. Number one, he made me feel okay about not trusting. He didn't beat me over the head with it, but he encouraged me. And it was an invitation for me to get to know him better. So he was like, if you don't trust me in an area, I'm not condemning you. This is an invitation for you to get to know me better so that trust can come. Because the fact of the matter is, obedience is a byproduct of trust. Like, you guys, sometimes we beat ourselves up for not obeying, but the fact of the matter is we don't know God well enough to trust him in the areas that we need to obey. And that's real. Hey, that's real. That's real. And it's a real thing. And you don't have to feel bad about it, but you do have to address it. So if that's you today, you feel like God is requiring something of you, you feel like you know you need to be doing something, but you just can't pull yourself to do it, stop beating yourself up about it and ask the Lord to encounter you. Start seeking him in that area. Tell him, God, I want to obey you, but it's hard for me to obey you. Show me yourself. Show me your faithfulness in this area. Show me your character in this area so that I can step out on faith and trust you. Because faith is not magic. It's not magic. It is coming from something. It's coming from something. Faith comes from what we know about God. It's not just this poof feeling. So if you don't know enough about him, then it's hard pressed to have faith in that area. So take that as an invitation to encounter God. Ask him to encounter you and seek him. And I promise you, obedience won't be so hard. It won't be so hard. So I hope this helps. Let me know if it does. Let me know if you need me to clarify. And let me know how it's worked in your life. If you take my advice, if you pray, if you are honest with the Lord about the areas that you're not so sure about in order to obey. Like the Bible says in Psalms that the Lord is intimately aware with our frailties. So we are not hiding anything from him. He knows why we're not being obedient. Sometimes we like to call it something else, but he knows exactly why. And at the end of the day, the why doesn't matter. We just want to get to a place where we can so that we can begin to reap the benefits of our obedience. So I hope this helps you guys. If it does, please let me know. And if you feel like you know somebody that this can benefit, please share it. Please share it. If you have wealth, be generous with that wealth. Even if you don't have $1,000 to throw around, if you have wisdom and revelation that you can share with your brother and with your sister that can give them freedom in an area, share it, share it, share it. Because when they're free, we all get freer. So I hope this is helpful. I love you guys. See you in the next video. Peace.